Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're getting into something really practical. How you can actually improve your English. Not with, huge study blocks, but through small things. Simple things you can do every day.
And that's the key, isn't it? Thinking about learning English. Well, it's not a sprint. You can't just go flat out for a bit and boom, you're fluent. It's much more like running a marathon. It takes steady, consistent effort, little steps, day after day.
That marathon analogy really captures it. It's that rhythm, that steady pace over time that builds real progress. We looked at some great ideas on building good English habits, and we want to share the best bits with you.
Yeah, the main idea behind all of this is making English feel, well, less like homework,
Less like a chore.
Exactly. And more like just part of your normal day, something you automatically do, like brushing your teeth or checking the weather. And we've pinpointed 4 key areas where tiny daily actions really add up.
Okay, brilliant. So let's jump into the first one. It sounds almost too simple, maybe. Daily listening.
It does sound simple, but that's actually its strength. It makes it a fantastic starting point. I mean, think about it. English audio is literally everywhere these days.
True.
You've got audiobooks, TV shows, endless stuff online, videos, music. You don't need a fancy setup.
And you don't need hours either, right? The suggestion we saw was just, 5 or 10 minutes a day?
Yeah, just 5 or 10 minutes. That's totally doable for almost anyone, isn't it?
Definitely.
The point isn't how long you do it for in one go. It's the consistency. It's showing up every day, even if it's just for that short burst.
Okay, so consistency over duration.
Precisely. And a really practical tip to help make it happen was about planning ahead. Like, know what you're going to listen to before you sit down to do it.
Ah, okay. So you don't waste time deciding.
Exactly. Don't spend your 5 minutes scrolling. Have that podcast episode, that song, that video clip lined up and ready to go. It removes that little bit of friction.
Makes sense. Now, something else that stood out was the idea of listening while reading the same text. That sounds powerful.
Oh, it really is. Think about how your brain connects things. When you see the words and hear them spoken correctly at the same time,
You're making that link stronger.
you got it. You're building a bridge between how a word looks and how it actually sounds. You start matching the spelling to the pronunciation.
So it's not just understanding the meaning. It actually helps with pronunciation, too. Just getting your ear used to the sounds.
Spot on. Your ear gets trained to pick up the specific sounds of English, which actually leads us perfectly into the second habit.
Which is?
Daily pronunciation practice.
Right. Now, I can imagine some people thinking, pronunciation, is that really as important as, say, grammar or learning new words?
That's a fair question. And the answer we found was a clear yes. It's just as important.
Okay.
And look, it's not about getting rid of your accent entirely. Your accent is part of who you are. It's about being clear, making sure people can understand you easily.
Ah, I see. So clear speaking helps communication flow better.
Absolutely. And think about it, when people understand you easily, your confidence goes way up, right? It makes you feel more fluent, even if your grammar isn't perfect yet.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So how do you practice pronunciation daily? What are some simple ways?
Well, there are some really easy starting points. Just basic imitation, hear a sound, try to copy it.
Okay.
Tongue twisters are actually quite good for tackling sounds you find tricky.
Like, she sells seashells.
Exactly. Or even just reading out loud for a few minutes.
Reading out loud. That seems like something anyone could fit in.
And it's super effective. When you read aloud or mimic sounds, you're literally training the muscles in your mouth, your tongue, your jaw to make the shapes needed for English sounds.
Building muscle memory for speaking.
Precisely.
Right.
And it also quickly shows you which sounds you personally struggle with. You hear yourself and you think, oh, that the sound wasn't quite right. Then you know what to focus on.
And again, we're not talking hours here. Maybe just, 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
That's it. Find those tricky sounds, say a few sentences out loud focusing on them. Just weave that tiny practice into your day somehow. Yeah. And here's a really neat idea for combining habits, a kind of supercharged practice.
Ooh, tell me more.
You combine listening and pronunciation. So listen to a short audio clip, maybe just one paragraph, pause it.
Right.
And then immediately read that same paragraph out loud yourself. Try to copy the sounds, the rhythm, the intonation you just heard.
Instant feedback and practice. That's clever.
It's very efficient. Okay, so that brings us to habit number 3, daily speaking practice.
And this is different from just pronunciation drills, right? This is about actually, talking. Fluency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Using the language in conversation.
I know what many listeners might be thinking here. But I don't live where English is spoken. Or I don't have any English-speaking friends to practice with.
Yeah, and those feel like really big obstacles, don't they? But the message we got was quite strong. These days, finding ways to practice speaking daily, or at least very regularly, is possible. You just have to kind of decide to find it. No excuses.
Okay, so challenge accepted. What are the ways to find these opportunities then?
Well, the internet is your friend here. Finding language partners online, people learning your language who can help you with English. That's huge now.
Language exchange.
Exactly. Or finding affordable online tutors. There are platforms for that. Using language exchange apps on your phone. Joining online communities, places where learners hang out and specifically arrange times to chat and practice together.
Like that Hey Lady community idea.
Precisely that kind of thing. A space designed for practice.
So it's about finding regular interaction, even if it's not face-to-face or even daily.
Yes, consistency is the aim. Maybe daily speaking isn't realistic for you right now. That's fine. But could you manage every other day? Or maybe twice a week? Set a schedule you know you can stick to. That regular rhythm is what builds fluency over time.
Got it. Regular, achievable speaking practice. Okay, habit number 4, daily writing.
Right. And again, we hit those familiar hurdles. What would I even write about? Or I just don't have time for writing.
The internal monologue stopping us before we start.
Pretty much. And the advice here was figure out what works for you. Because what motivates one person to write might feel pointless to someone else.
So tailoring it to your personality.
Exactly. Like for creative types, one really interesting idea was writing about your dreams right when you wake up.
Oh yeah, that story was fascinating. The student who started dreaming in English.
Isn't that amazing? Just by consistently writing down her dreams each morning, or, writing a little bit of poetry, or continuing a story piece by piece each day.
Okay, what about for people who are maybe less into creative writing and more practical?
Good question. For them, maybe write a quick review of a movie or a TV episode you watched.
Okay, yeah.
Or just write a few sentences about your day. What did you do? Who did you see? What happened? Simple stuff. Or even just planning your next day, making a short to-do list in English.
So the key is making it feel useful or enjoyable to you personally.
That's the core idea. It shouldn't feel like a waste of time or just another task. Find an angle that makes you want to do it, or at least feel it serves a purpose for you.
And again, the time commitment is small. Just 5 or 10 minutes of writing practice.
Exactly. Enough to build the habit without feeling overwhelming.
Okay, so let's pull these together. We've got daily listening, daily pronunciation work, regular speaking practice, and daily writing. 4 key areas.
And the big takeaway is that doing even a tiny bit in these areas, but doing it regularly, will absolutely make a difference to your English. It just works.
It sounds simple, but building new habits is hard. It takes time, right? It's easy to fall off track.
It really is. And that's why one piece of advice was so important. Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day.
Ah, yes. The guilt trip doesn't help.
Not at all. It often makes people just give up entirely. The suggestion was simple. Try really hard not to miss 2 days in a row.
Okay, so if you miss Wednesday,
just make sure you do your little bit on Thursday. Missing one day is just a blip. It doesn't mean failure. Just get back on track the next day.
don't let one missed day become 2 or 3 or stop you completely.
Exactly. And the easiest way to make sure you can get back on track is by keeping the habit small and simple to begin with. That 10-minute guideline is golden. It makes it much easier to just do it.
So it's not about finding huge chunks of time for intense study sessions.
No, not primarily. The fundamental principle that came through is that frequency and consistency, just showing up often, even for short bursts, are way more powerful for reaching your goals faster than studying for, say, 3 hours once a week.
Short and often beats long and occasional.
That's the essence of it. For building habits and making steady progress, yes.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really highlights the surprising power of simple, consistent daily actions for improving your English.
It really does. And the journey, the discovery for each person listening is finding which of these habits or what mix of them clicks for you, what feels doable and maybe even enjoyable. That's the key to making it stick.
Makes sense. Find your own rhythm. Okay, so let's leave you with a thought to ponder. A little challenge, perhaps. How could you pick just one tiny habit we talked about, maybe 5 minutes of listening, 5 minutes of writing, whatever feels easiest, and make it a simple, non-negotiable part of your day, starting tomorrow?